Yeah. Welcome to the Quick Stop F1 podcast. My name is Nyasha, and you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us. We appreciate that. Joining me as ever is my co-host and co-founder Tandy Sabanda. Tandy, how's it going?
I'm good, thank you. How are you?
I'm good.
Oh, I got a round of applause. Clap again.
No, the sound effects. We're still working on the sound effects. Basically, we had a way of recording. That way of recording caused us too many stresses. However, trying to find a way to record whilst doing sound effects that everyone can hear and not just me is actually a bit more difficult than I originally planned. So we're still working on that. So now you guys had the gunshots and that. So we're gonna physically do it. So thank you, Tandy. Well done to you. Looking great. Looking fabulous as always.
Thank you.
Some people in the comments before said they enjoyed your dancing, so I'm sorry.
Do you know what? I knew they were. I knew you were being a hater anyway, so it didn't actually go to heart.
It's okay, don't worry. My life was in the shit. I think I was taking out on you, but it's okay now. Everything's better. So it's not about me. It's not about my life. But what I will say. Guys, if you're watching this, if you're listening, please give us a like and a subscribe on YouTube. Make sure you're following us on Spotify. Subscribe to us on Apple Podcasts. Leave a review. I'm actually going to try and find some reviews later to read.
Oh, and go check out our beams.
And check out Beams, which is our social audio app partnership. We give you a 90-second review of...
That your cereal.
That was a bowl of pasta that I had just before I came on. Very professional. So, yes, go and check out Beams. We're going to leave a link to our Beams recording underneath. Please support that. If that is like a thing that we could take permanent, then that allows us to put resources into the podcast. And that means fan events. That means better merch. That means all these kind of things, better everything for everyone. So thank you. But look, guys, he's not even a guest anymore, guys.
He's not a guest, guys.
Not a guest anymore. He's just...
I pay rent here. That's how I
You pay rent.
You know when you used to watch, like MTV Cribs back in the day, and you'd always have
that one person. I'm just there with my feet up.
Tommy.
What's happening?
You know when he goes to the toilet and be like, that's Tommy's toilet.
That's Tommy. Say hi, Tommy. Welcome, Tommy. We've done a round of applause, but hey, Tommy, he's back on the pod.
Nice to be back in my true home. This is where I belong.
You know, bro, people love your shit, and also I love our guests. I love when we have guests on, but like it's just lovely being comfortable with you as much as we are.
I feel like we become bare mischievous when
we are. It is. It's like your naughty older cousins come round, you're not even older, but like
and you know issues about to go down.
Look, Tommy, I've got to ask you. I know I asked you off air, but you were at the Gumball Rally, right?
Yes, yes. The warm-up event,
Warm-up event. So I saw the post. Look, every time I come on here, I'm talking about your damn Instagram. But if you're not following this guy on Instagram, I don't think you understand. I'm not even an Instagram guy. But I'm like, hey, this content is cold. You're at the Gumball Rally. I know as someone who's massively into cars, that was a big deal. I know we've got a lot of people on this pod who are into cars. I guess, what was that like as an experience for you?
It was just, it was incredible. So obviously, growing up, Gumball started in like 2003 or 2004. So I was
1999.
Oh, how did you know that? Just like that?
I'll tell you after.
Okay. Anyway, so I was growing up, and well, when it was 1999, I was too young. Like I think it was when it started.
It was in the 90s anyway.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So I just always liked it since I was a kid. I can't tell you the specific date now because obviously everything I believed is a lie. I always saw it as a kid, and I always thought this is crazy. Like one day I just want to be able to like go out with my friends and just like drive and go to a Gumball Rally and do this and do that. And my friends and I used to play a game called Test Drive Unlimited, and we all used to like link up in the game and like do a little Gumball Rally. And it's like, and like now I got invited to do it in real life. I'm like, this is crazy. Like my life's come really full circle. So it was a sick event, and honestly, the best car event I think I've been to. The vibes were nice. Everything was good.
Nice. Look, don't worry. Once I get Tandy's peas up, we're gonna buy her whatever car she wants, and you're gonna be there. I'm gonna be there in my Celica, and it's gonna be great.
Wait, is Salika by choice, or is this a...
In it, that's what I was thinking.
Of all cars, you could have said Salika.
Do you know what I mean?
I've
And
got
you
that.
said
That's the car I've got right now. I'm just saying, I'm never gonna change.
Wait, what Salika do you have now?
I've got a Toyota Celica 2006. What else do you need to know?
So if you haven't got the two-door coupe Salika, yours is the new version, right?
Oh no, the two door.
You got a two-door thing?
Yeah.
Hey!
Come on.
Come on. That's a whip.
Tandy, huh? Piss me off.
I don't even have a license, so
Yeah, exactly.
as we know, so I can't say nothing.
You know what? You know when you went to say you were hot. Yeah, I didn't realize that I'm wearing a thick jumper and headphones, and I feel like I'm sweating. So guys, if my face is shiny, I actually closed the window earlier as well. What a donut! But look, this is not about how hot I am. It is about the Miami Grand Prix. Tandy.
Somebody in the night when the heat is on, all night to the bar to the break.
I'm going to Miami. Something.
Yummy.
What a tune! What a tune! Some would say that tune slaps. Am I right?
You're an idiot. Hey, a bomb drop should have been right there. That should have been right there. Yo, hey, bro, you can't even say that no. Oh my goodness.
I can't believe it.
He's here all night, guys. He's here all night.
Oh god. Oh, look, I was sweating before, but that's just, oh my god. Right. No, but look, Miami, Tandy. We harbored ambitions of going to Miami, and then we were quickly priced out of that. Having looked at it from afar and looked at it on the TV and seen how it was, what are your thoughts on Miami, the spectacle?
So my thoughts on the spectacle, it went from being United States of America to America to America.
America.
No offense to the Americans, yeah. But us British.
Can I just say the majority of our listenership are American?
Americans.
So
yeah. I noted that when I was writing the script. Not for me. No offense to the Americans, because God love yous.
We love you.
Yeah. I'm cool with the Americans, innit?
I know you are.
Shut up. But like us as Brits, I think we have a certain decorum a bit.
Oh
Yeah. So you guys are real big on everything, man.
What accent is that?
Sound like you're in Bugsy Malone.
Bro, you know what I'm saying? You sounded like a shrimp being fried or something. Like that's how I expect a shrimp to talk. Man.
They fry shrimp in America.
All right. Oh, it is a fried shrimp accent. Okay, no, thank you.
You know what I mean? So from the get-go, when I saw Lewis and the Off-Whites playing golf with that guy who said he'd retired and then came back and did a whole Jay-Z 360.
Tom Brady.
And Tom Brady. And then I saw MJ there, and I saw Big Khaled there pretending like he knows what the fuck was going on. It was everything expected, man. And you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I even enjoyed, I'm not gonna lie to you, Brundle's grid walk, which is fucking cringy as ever.
Oh.
It was just, you could just see the difference between Brits and Americans. And the whole, we're not so extra. Why are you here? Do you even know what's going on? Were you invited by PR? You were. You know this is me. That's sound.
Yeah.
It was as American as ever. And then bloody hell, that fucking helmet at the end.
That helmet.
Yeah, of all things they could have picked. NFL helmet.
I guess
it's the NFL stadium, right?
Yeah, innit? So
no, cringe.
See, signs do like a military salute with the helmet. It's like that's not a military helmet, Carlos. I don't know who you're saluting.
Bruh. Oh my god.
I think maybe the police pranked him out before. Maybe.
Oh, that police escort. Everyone, to be fair, everyone's really coming for that police escort. But you know what? Criminals are rightly, escorted to the place of their
Oh my god! Oh my god! Yo! Oh my goodness! Yo! Yeah, you guys. No, I can't lie. You guys asked for it, man. All the drama, you guys asked for that ish, man. Woo! That was done. And you know, people are gonna take a clip of that. Look at Team LH talking about Max is a criminal. Oh, Lewis is the one that avoids tax. That's exactly what they're gonna start.
Team LH, you.
I love the Americans. Do you know what I mean? I was in DC in November living my life. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, you were.
They're not letting you back in, boy.
Yeah, that visa's
gonna get revoked.
Revoke my visa.
I'll take that shit away. Do you hear like Pusha T said that Drake got him banned from kind of coming to Canada?
Yeah.
Standard. That's what I'm on. Standard.
Yeah.
I'll let you know that I run this country. That's what I'm like. If I was Drake, all my enemies are banned.
Yeah. You cannot come and make money in this country. So look, Americans, we love you. I am going to say that, you know what? Yeah, you just described it perfectly. I am, for my sins, as you can tell by the way that I sound and act, very British. Okay, I grew up in the arse end of Hertfordshire. So when I'm seeing all this like extravagance of Flash, my natural instinct is to be like, oh, this is a bit too much, isn't it? But. And you know what? I was hating, and also I was hating because I weren't there. And to be honest, when I investigated that within myself, I was like, am I hating what's there, or am I just hating that I'm not there? Because I'm looking at it and I'm like, shit, maybe I want to sit next to Bubbles the mermaid at the pool and watch doing cocktails or watching the F1. Maybe I want to go experience this razzmatazz. Like, I don't get easily sold to. But these motherfuckers sold it to me. Whatever the American dream is, it was at that Miami Grand Prix. And I felt as if I was like, I would really fucking enjoy it. And all the after parties and like, it's just, it actually made me think. I was like, you know what, man? I need to take this shit seriously, bruv. I need to take this F1 shit seriously. Because if this is what these men are on, if this is the future of F1, like, I need to be...
Vibes are us.
Vibe. And you know what?
Did you see that guy who was talking about Charles and he was calling him Chuck?
Yeah, that guy is Willie T. Ribs.
That guy. Did you just call Willie T. Ribs that guy? Did you know? But no, I'm actually not sure. Like, I can't tell if you're being funny or not. Like, you called him that guy. You know, this guy's a legendary driver, and you like. He did a lot for black people by breaking into into motorsport.
And that's good. That's a good segue for us to educate people on Willie T. Ribs. Thank you, Tandy, for allowing us to talk about Willie T. Ribs. Stop laughing. The incredible driver who, was the first person to test a Formula One car.
They used to call him Uppity. That's what I used to call him back in the day.
And he was interviewing, and look, I think him and Lewis Hamilton have done a piece together as well, which is pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie, his questions on I feel like he got asked to do the questions like last minute or something.
Yeah, he was just freestyling it, man. You can tell he was freestyling.
Yeah, he's like, oh, what do you think of the tires and what? And but yeah, I thought it was calling him Charles Shunt Leclerc. I was like, wow, he's coming with the banter. I was like, but it was Chuck, and then I realized that Chuck is short for Charles, which I did not know. So Chuck Norris is like Charles Norris.
Yeah,
and Charles is short for Charlie usually, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
There you go. We're fucking.
And Tandy is short for goat.
The audacity for you to say that after what just happened is incredible, but that's why we love you, and that's why we love you, Miami. Tomi, thoughts on Miami? I guess, like, what, you're a car guy, you're a Formula One guy. I know I guess you're a Sun guy. Was everything you could possibly?
I am black.
You're not black. Was everything that you could possibly?
I am Team LH.
Team LH. would you want to go, as having witnessed it now? Would you pay a ticket to go, or would it be like I'll go if it was comped in some way?
Would I pay to go to watch the Miami Grand Prix? Probably not.
Ooh.
I would say.
Okay.
I would watch most of the Grand Prix, but I feel like from what I saw in Miami, it's not one that I would enjoy being there, because it seems like you can't really see much of the track from the seats. And the part of the track that you do see, you're not going to see any of it taken. I mean, like, the atmosphere looked good, and what they've done for the sport by breaking it into America that way to make such a spectacle of it, it's amazing. And even my cousin was there, like, and he doesn't even watch Formula One, but it was just vibes. So people were going, and it's a lot of new fans, but for Formula One fans, they probably found it dry. But I think there's a balance to everything, you know. It's like when the NFL comes to Wembley Stadium to play, and then we're watching it and we're like, wow, this is so sick, but Americans like, what the hell is the point of this? It's just a balance. It's about spreading awareness of the sport. So I rate it. I mean, I wouldn't pay to watch it because the tickets, they were like 13 grand, weren't they?
I think they were saying the VIP thing was
I do VIP thing. I ain't trying to be I ain't trying to be in the nosebleeds.
And they were saying
with the Max Verstappen fans. I ain't trying to be there, bro. I ain't trying to be there.
I saw one Verstappen fan, you know, bless him. When they were showing when Max overtook Carlos, and they showed this Verstappen fan, and he was like, yes, yes. And I was like, you look and sound exactly how I'd imagine a Verstappen fan to sound. And you know, that's not saying that, you know, they're butters.
Take from that what you will.
Take from that what you will. How I imagined that to look, it looked. Confirmation bias, correct, is all I would say. But look, F1 in America is good. I don't want to, especially as like a European British.
I'd have loved. Did anybody see Kodak Lens? Do you guys know who Kodak Lens is? No.
Who do you say? Kodak Lens.
Kodak Lens. Lenny S.
I know Kodak Black.
Lenny S.
You know Lenny S.
Yeah, I know Lenny S. Yeah.
Yeah. Lenny S. Lenny S hangs out with. Lenny S is like Jay-Z's mate. Yeah.
Yeah.
Photographer.
Yeah, the photographer.
Gold chair. You know, he now hangs out with Damson Idris. And they're like a little crew, and they were with DJ Khaled, and their little like experience just seems so sick. And that's what I was thinking. Like, I'd never go to Miami GP on some average thing, like some.
Now you have to go. You have to ball out, man.
You know what I mean?
If you go on an average thing, you're just gonna have an average. Like, I saw some people in the Miami GP posting pictures. I was like, bro, like, you can basically see opposite of the track, fam. Like, why are you posting this? Like, this isn't a flex. So if you do Miami, you have to do it big.
You gotta pull out.
You have to. It's like Abu Dhabi, I guess. You have to just, if you don't want to just watch the race and you want to experience it properly, you have to ball out. And Monaco, you have to ball out.
Yeah, and that's the thing. That's why I was like, I've got to work harder. Because I want to be in those spaces, where it's elevated. Like, do you know what I mean? I want to be on that grid, doing a madness, going up to Martin. No, I'm not Travis Scott. Let's talk about Martin real quick. Because you know what? Yeah. Okay. The last time this happened, the framing of it was that it was a Meg Thee Stallion incident, right? And, you know, let me be real serious actually right now, because that was like a serious thing that we kind of discussed, was that you can't go up to rappers and ask them to rap. Like, that's bullshit. It was mad. And then the reaction to it from F1 and Martin Brundle fanned the flames of hate against Meg. And, you know, we had Sean Kelly on the show, and that was one of the things that we fell out with Sean about. And I mentioned that, and, you know, he was adamant that he was talking about her bodyguard and her bodyguard shouldn't have acted in that way. She was lovely, but all of the hate was going towards her, and also her bodyguard's there. She's like, why is she there with the bodyguard? I was like, brother, she's been through a lot, and she's Meg the Stallion. Like she's going to, she's going to have a fucking bodyguard. Like she's not a small person. Like in a metaphorical sense. So
I read the article.
Your article.
Yeah.
No, I was gonna say, go read that. We'll link it in here. So for me, I knew, like the Miami one, I just knew as soon as they said, last time we had the Meg the Stallion incident, what's gonna happen now?
Yeah,
I just knew we were about to see a man, because I was like, that grid is gonna be packed with a bunch of people he does not know, or a bunch of people that I don't even know if they know why they're there. They're just there on a hype thing and whatever. I love Martin Brundle. That grid walk was a fucking mess. Like it was cringe, and some people like cringe, right? Some people like that, and some people like the fish out of water thing. For me, I'm gonna be real fucking serious right now. It was a mess, and this sport, you can't say you want celebrities and you want bigger outreach of fans and you want a different type of fan, and then you get these people on the grid and you try and bill it as like some kind of glamorous thing, and then you've got a fucking mid-50s, maybe 60-year-old ex-F1 driver who doesn't know anyone bundling around with people in his ear who clearly don't know anyone as well, because they're saying the NBA first.
Are they
Mahomes. And then he's talking to him, and then Martin's like, "Oh shit, I thought you were someone else." And he's like, "Bruh, like."
I swear they must be stitching him up because
that's what I was
gonna get
views. Are they stitching him up? Because our whole Patrick Mahomes versus Paolo Banchero, thing could have been avoided very easily.
There's no way. Whoever told him that in his ear needs to get fired. And they're the same person that said to him, "Hey, Martin, that's Megan Thee Stallion. She's a freestyle rapper. Get like," and then that's why it's like, "Oh, you're Megan Thee Stallion, freestyle rapper. Have you got any raps?" Like, someone's in his ear making him look like a prick, and he's having to just hold that. But the problem is, he's not even having to hold that because the F1 community, and we talked about the British attitude to things, and it probably is a lot of the British people have that uppity kind of sense of, well, these people shouldn't be here in the first place. Why are these people there if they don't know about F1? It's a privilege to be on the grid. Get the fuck out of it.
So Martin Brundle tweeted, "There's a reason why I've never watched back an F1 grid walk in a quarter of a century of doing them. You have no idea how much I dislike doing them, but somehow those crazy moments have defined my professional career. Oh well, that's the way it is." And then Nearly Vanilli F1 tweeted, You're talking to a bunch of people who saw what the sport really is about. They don't like sports that are manipulated. Respect is long gone. And when you speak to friends of the person that you guys all continue to bash, don't expect them to give you a second glance," which is totally accurate. The majority of people on that grid walk, the majority of Americans only know Lewis Hamilton. When a few months ago, I was in a meeting with the owner of Gumball. And
that explains a lot.
And he was talking to me about how when they go over to the States, no one ever knows who Lewis is. Like, he can comfortably sit next to his car and people won't know who he is. Whereas in the UK, we'd flock him in it. But I do think with Formula One now moving to the States, the main attraction is Lewis Hamilton. So it's stupid not to say that. If you were invited via PR, you're thinking, right, Formula One, oh, that's that cool Lewis guy, Met Gala, he was at the fashion show, he was at that party. Do you remember when he was pissed? Oh, yeah, isn't he Naomi's mate? Do you know what I mean? No one's thinking, Ocon, oh my God, Ocon.
Ain't nobody trying to look for no flipping Esteban Ocon.
To see you,
People probably be thinking this guy works on the pit crew. You know what? I remember seeing a tweet saying someone said, "Oh, Fernando Alonso is bigger than Lewis Hamilton." Here with that weak-ish man. Fernando who? These times Fernando can walk around Oxford and no one goes up to him. And that's in England, man.
Yeah.
Fernando
Alonso could literally walk past me on the street and ask me for directions and I tell him the wrong way.
Do You know what I'm saying? Yeah, nah, facts now. Facts that. I mean, but now that's facts now.
Oh my god. Look, F1 needs to change. I'm tired of saying it. You know, big up, you know, and there are baby steps towards it. I think big up Bryson Sullivan, who was on the Any Driven Monday show today. That's cool. You know, Naomi being a presenter, that's cool. But there needs to be a sea change attitude. Look, mine, if you don't like doing it, just let it go. You had a good run. Pass the baton to someone else. Let's train someone else to do it. Or get in a specific person to do that grid walk. Like, do you mean get in?
Grid walk is now a young people thing. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
and
like
gotta move with the times. Imagine having me and Nyasha with our mics walking around and we'd be easier. Even if we didn't know who it was, our improvised wouldn't be rude and it would be funny. You know
it's the entitlement that I can't stand, man. That entitlement, bro. Like these people don't know who you are, fam. And even when you're saying Sky Sports F1, let me be 110. Niggas don't know Sky Sports. They don't even know Sky. You're telling them, they're like, so? Do you know what I'm saying? All we have to say, I'm here with official F1 TV, blah, 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 da, 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 da. How do you find today? Or nice for coming down. You don't even have to ask them about the race. They don't fucking know about the race.
They don't care. And this is it. Like, DJ Khaled, like, of course Khaled is just gonna do a madness. Like, we know that. Like,
it's DJ Khaled, bro.
It's DJ Khaled. Of course, like, if you're gonna talk to just like anyone, ask them any random shit. Like, let's make and this is the thing is, we're in the content creation era, but with a bunch of people who don't know how to make content. And that's why the thing is struggling. That's why the pre-show is the same shit I've been watching for 25 years. A bunch of interviews, asking the same questions, doing the same shit.
I don't even watch the pre-show anymore, fam. Man doesn't watch that. As soon as it lights out, I'm like, choo, my time to shine. Pre-show, nah, I'm done with that, man. I'm done. There's nothing interesting there.
An hour and a half of you lot saying, look, and also, look, I'll watch it. I'll tell you what, I'm fucking obsessed with this sport, yeah? I'll watch practice, I'll watch qualifying, I'll watch pre-show, whatever. But let me tell you now, the amount of stuff that they're repeating in that pre-show that has been said in practice and in qualifying is mad. There's even repeated content that I've seen earlier in the weekend. It's not even original content. So I'm just, I'm tired of like, this is why we're not on Sky Sports, and this is why we probably won't get put out by Sky Sports, because we say stuff like this. But at the end of the day, like, I just think someone has to say these things, because otherwise we're all just going to be watching weak-ass shit forever.
Trust me. That's why people now, when they want their F1 information, they watch YouTube, bro.
Yeah.
Like, nobody's watching the Sky Sports pre-show. Sky literally have the bag. Like, they show the race. If they provided cold content, bro, people would just be watching it all the time. People be like, where's their YouTube content? Where's like everything that you know, the race and auto sport? Sky should be doing that ish, man. And they'll be getting revenue for that, and then they'll be bringing through new fresh faces that people get used to. Then you can start introducing them. When Martin Brundle retires, you better not try and put Paul di Resta in that seat, because I will throw a fit. I'll start watching Spanish F1 before I'll watch Spanish F1, you know.
I've been saying it. Those days when I didn't have the Now TV plug, I was watching streams that were way better than Formula One TV. 100 times better. I'll watch it in Korean if I have to. I'm not asked.
Facts.
Okay. I'm glad we had a consensus there. Quickly, whilst we're talking about Lewis, from one incompetent organization to the other, let's talk about the FIA. So this weekend, we have seen a real elevation of the supposed policing of this jewelry ban, which is supposedly for safety reasons. There is only one person who really wears jewelry in the car. Oh, so just to say as well, so for those who don't know, FIA basically said no jewelry allowed on while you're driving. It's dangerous. You might melt if you're in a fire, XYZ. They then had an exemption, which was you're allowed to wear wedding rings. So you're allowed to wear your wedding ring, but you're still not allowed to wear jewelry. Lewis Hamilton has come out and said, look, the stuff that I have is I can't remember if he said it was platinum, magnesium. It's magnesium. I go into MRI scans with it. Like, it's not dangerous. It's not meltable. Like, there's like it, and some of this is welded onto me. Like, this is a part of my body. It's part of who I am. There was also jokes. Well, he made a comment that he had a piercing. He's like, "There's one piercing I have. I can't even tell you where it is," which led me to believe.
Oh, God.
So I spent, no joke, Saturday morning, I saw the quote and I said, hang about, can you like pierce your penis?
Yeah.
I did not know that. So
It's called Prince Albert.
Prince Albert, yeah.
And it goes on your
Does it go?
belly.
Does it actually go on the bell end?
Yeah.
Actually, to be fair, I saw one of them ones. I saw a couple different.
Why are you looking at dicks?
Don't even ask him in it. Like, just
Tommy,
act like he's just.
I was curious. I was like, well, how does this get done? So then I went on Google. I was like, can you pierce your penis? 13 ways you can pierce your penis. And let me tell you right now, 13. I saw 13 different.
Wait. So does Lewis Hamilton have a?
Well, I think I put this on our Twitter, and then everyone started laughing at me because they're like, "Oh no, he said he was joking about that," which I don't know if he is or not. But then I was like, "Well, I've just spent 15 minutes looking at like different decorated willies for no reason, like no reason. Like my life before those 15 minutes and after are now completely different. Like with that knowledge. Anyway, Willie's neither here nor there. This feels like a concerted. Not attack on Lewis, but it just feels like,
bro.
Like, what are your thoughts on, I guess, this standoff that they're having at the moment?
Jewelry gate.
Yeah, what are your guys' thoughts?
I think it's definitely targeted. I think it's a way for the FIA to assert their like control and to show their dominance over Lewis Hamilton, especially after what happened last year when, you know, Lewis didn't turn up to the awards ceremony. And then they weren't sure if Lewis is going to race. So they're like, all right, cool. Let's show you who's really in control here. And ultimately, that's all it is. They're just flexing the power because we haven't had an issue with piercings. We haven't had an issue with jewelry from day dot. And Lewis has been racing for a long time. And I'm sure there's drivers that have raced before with, you know, nipple piercings. I know some of these guys are wild because like, they live wild lives. So I know some of them have had nipple piercings. Some of them have had, you know, worn jewelry. People have been wearing watches.
I've seen the Leclerc step out of the car in a watch.
Yeah, with the RM.
Yeah.
But it's like these things, they're not affecting anyone. These aren't issues. These aren't risks. They haven't been risks. And, you know, like you said, Lewis said his, do you say magnesium?
Yeah, I think it's magnesium.
I mean, like they're sitting in a car surrounded by 80 liters of fuel and a high voltage battery underneath them. I think jewelry's the least of their worries, especially when it's inside your helmet, because inside your helmet, nothing really happens. A lot of drivers, when they have been burnt, it's from the 70s. This isn't the 70s anymore. Yeah. It's a lot safer now. So to introduce these rules now and then say it's setting a bad example for the young kids, what example? That they shouldn't have piercings. Yeah. I personally think it's ridiculous. I think the FIA needs to kind of like prioritize what they look at and what they're talking about, because they spend all their time talking about jewelry, and then Ferrari can run an illegal engine for multiple races and then get not even a slap on the wrist about it.
And missiles are all right, by the way.
Yeah, missiles flying, blowing up fuel depots. Fuel depots blowing up. I'm even surprised they decided not to go to Russia. I feel like they were on it. I feel like they were still on going to Russia, but then they were like, bro, we're going to get grilled if we go to Russia. It took all the drivers to say, don't go to Russia. So, bro, like, I don't understand this piercing thing. It's not me. The piercing thing isn't making sense to me. The jewelry thing isn't making sense to me. If someone wants to wear a watch, for example, a Richard Mille watch that's made out of carbon fiber, it's not harming anyone. It's not affecting anyone apart from the driver. They may add a few extra grams of weight to the car here and there. Yeah. But honestly, why do we care? There's so many other things that they could be focusing on. The track had the most dangerous chicane that I've ever seen in my life, and you want to focus on jewelry? It doesn't make sense.
Yeah. In relation to that, quickly, Esteban Ocon had a 51G accident on that wall, which snapped his chassis, and they didn't think that they needed to put Tech Pro borders on there to soften the blow of that, and we were lucky. There was no further accidents, but it just seems like they do pick and choose when they want to enforce safety, when they don't. Look, let's just get into stars and donkeys because we all know what happened in the race. I'm not gonna lie, it was a very boring race.
I can't lie.
Yeah.
Bro, I do not blame you. I think I guess to go over flashpoints, we had Max overtaking Carlos into turn 1 with what I can only describe as Bottas-like defense from Carlos, but he has binned it a couple times recently, so I can understand him just wanting to finish the race and not wanting to go toe-to-toe with Max. And then we have nothing until about lap 40-something, and then the safety car comes out for Gasly and Norris's crash.
By the way, we're taking this one to court.
Which
I'll be the judge.
quick stop court.
Yeah.
Okay.
Whose
Let's
fault
do
was
it.
that, guys?
Hold
have
on,
you watched it on?
Hold on.
Okay.
Order! Quick stop court in session.
Right.
Albon, no. Alonso, no. Gasly versus Norris. Whose fault is it?
Whose fault is it? I think everyone wants to blame Gasly.
Right.
No, Lando.
Right.
But I do think if Gasly had looked at his mirrors, he would have seen Lando coming. However, it can be argued that once he went wide, he should have picked up the pace. He just kind of slowed it down.
Who? Oh, Gasly.
Gasly.
Yeah. Tomi, what are your thoughts? It has divided opinion whose fault this crash is.
When I first saw it, I thought, yeah, Gasly's fried for that one. Like, what is he on? Because you know what it is? Like, you're rejoining the racetrack here. You can't just come willy-nilly and then be like, yeah, you have to look in your mirrors. And they even showed that he was on the radios. He wasn't paying attention.
Yeah.
I was just doing vibes. Oh, yeah, guys, I just lost a bit. And then boom, then he went, oops. Bruh, like, as soon as you say oops, it's your fault.
Yeah, I do feel like people just love to really put blame on Lando because he's quite polite when he's in the wrong, and when he's like in the right as well, he'll always be polite. That's one thing I'll give Lando.
I feel like since that time that he got at Lance Stroll, for crashing into him, I feel like he's always like avoided saying stuff about people.
Now, do you know when he started humbling himself? When he decided not to pit for Inters that time, and then he was telling his pit lane to shut the fuck up or whatever you're saying. From that day, he was like, yeah, I need to be humble. And it's thing, that clip got played over and over and over, and him just skidding off the road. Like,
I don't think he's been the same since. I can't lie.
Has he?
I don't think he's been the same since.
I do genuinely believe it's Pierre's fault.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought it was Pierre's fault. I thought it was just dawdling. I think his car was damaged and turning maybe, but I think that was his fault. I guess quick stop court whilst we're here. Quickly. Did you guys see the? Which one? There's so many. Alonso, Gasly.
Oh my God, no! There's no way we are ever in this life not going to put the blame on Fernando Alonso this weekend. He was out. He was just on crud. Did you not see him?
I was gonna wait for Donkey of the Day and then.
Oh my. Okay, fair. Okay. Okay.
You know what? Because I feel we'll talk about some of the donkeys and I think we'll get to the other crashes. Let's go into stars. Star of the day. I'm going to start with you, Tomi. Star of the day.
Michelle Obama for sitting there and watching that boring ass race. She's my star of the day. I'll give you that one.
Viola, baby.
Viola.
Viola,
is that not a hate crime?
If anyone does anything about my life and I get violated like that while I'm still alive, I'm knocking it off. You think that's going on TV? No,
it's not happening, bro. It's not happening.
You can't violate me like that. Never, seriously, who's your star of the day?
I don't know. Like the race is so damn boring, bro. Like, I don't
People
even know.
Saying Albon and
who?
Yes.
Nah, man.
Don't do this, guy.
You know what? If I keep it 110,
everyone wants to push this Albon agenda. I could not.
It's not happening. It's not happening. I think if I keep it 110, if I keep it 110%,
please do.
I think low key, my star of the day would be George Russell
I was gonna
banging out them hard tires for majority of the race. I think he's my star of the day. Facts.
But Albon would have done something similar.
Would he?
Nah, but he would have crashed for me.
What about Esteban Ocon?
Who?
No.
Come on,
No.
no, I'm not having this.
No.
We're not doing this again. Esteban Ocon went from 20th to 8th. That's
All right.
something.
Yeah, that's fire, but I don't care about that.
Yeah, innit? Like, if my grandma had wheels, she'd be a bike.
Oh my gosh.
I'm saying the bike is nice. That's
Nah,
a
you know
nice-
what? If I keep it to 110, yeah, they had a good race, but for me, I just think George Russell's like composure and he kept up the pace, as in he was matching the pace of some of the front runners for a large majority on way older tires, and he had confidence in himself and he had confidence in the tires and the car. I respect it. So I would say he's my star of the day. Honestly, though, I would have said Lewis would have been my star of the day, but because Lewis drove a faultless race, apart from losing, I think, 2 positions at the start. It was pretty faultless. But yeah, George Russell for me. He came from, 14th to 6th.
6th.
Yeah.
I think it's pretty impressive. And remember, he's the new guy in the team, and he's doing well,
To
man.
fifth,
He's doing
sorry.
well.
To
Yeah.
fifth. Okay, I'm gonna read out some of our fans
No.
because they have.
What do you mean by our fans?
Sorry,
I've got a
listeners.
few that I've actually got.
I'm going onto Twitter right now.
Okay, you go into it. I'm gonna read. You're gonna read some, Tandy.
Yeah, I've got some here. Look.
Okay, after you.
All right. Okay, so Lucy said her star of the day was album. Really strong drive to go from P18 to P9 in Williams.
Capital Williams.
Oh yeah, Capital Williams.
Capital Williams.
F1 by design. Is it DSGN? I think so. Star of the day goes to Gasly's front left wheel. Beautiful catch on Norris's rears to give us that safety car and wake me up from another boring middle phase.
Oh, facts.
All the cars
Low
just
key.
tire saving, and I hear that still. I did wake up at the time.
Yeah, that's when I was like, I was even then. I went, finally, something's happening. Like, and I don't even like seeing people crash, but I was just like,
But you know what? Like,
and he's
shout
starting to
out.
catch it up.
Nah, like shout out Latifi for confirming that he'll never crash when Max is in the lead, innit? Do you know what I mean? Yeah, he exposed themselves.
Wait, was Latifi in that race?
He was fortunately just at the back, but he was doing his thing.
He didn't shuck and jive because Max was in the lead and as part of his deal.
So we start with the conspiracy theories now, yeah.
It ain't no conspiracy, Charlie. It ain't no conspiracy.
Yeah, look, a lot of people agree. Nana, star of the day is George Russell for coming through. Benefited from safety car again, but still a good drive. Ranch says Albon. Anna. I don't agree with that. He defended. Star of the day is Carlos. He defended well from Checo, who was on fresher tires, and still managed P3, even though he was sore from his shunt and also didn't drive full race distances in the last 2 races. That was his fault. Well, actually, no, the second one of them wasn't his fault. One of them wasn't.
That was his fault.
One of them wasn't his fault. But also, Checo had 30 brake horsepower less. So that.
Oh yeah,
that
allegedly. I keep hearing this. Oh my god, I'm not having it, bro. 30 brake horsepower less. He was still breezing. I'm not having it. Like, people keep saying, "Oh, Checo had 30 brake horsepower." Who did you hear that from? Christian Horner. Are we choosing to believe that? No, I'm not believing that. I'm not believing that. He didn't have 30 brake horsepower less. Maybe they had 20 kilowatts less of battery capacity.
Right.
I don't know. But I don't believe 30 brake horsepower less. If he had 30 brake horsepower less, he would have been caught up by everyone. I'm not having it.
Okay, that's a good point. What's up? Star Ocon last on the grid to 8th, wasn't shown on TV much, but did really well. One of the few how the fuck did we get here during the safety car? Yeah, I didn't see anything in this race yesterday.
The camera was just.
Hey,
it was just on Max driving by himself and Charles
bruv.
by himself. I was like, what the hell is this?
Like, can I see some of that? Like, the Mercedes are going wheel to wheel for the first time. George and Lewis.
You're not showing that.
Are you not showing that? Why
No,
am
at
I
one
not
point they
seeing
said,
this?
anyway, let's just show you quickly what's just happened with the two Mercedes, and it was just a quick clip.
And then, but it wasn't even. They didn't even show all the full replays. It was just like one replay, and then when they go under the underpasses, so you can't even see half the track, and it's just like, I don't know. I just thought the TV direction was awful. Okay, guys. So no stars of the day. You know what? I'm just gonna come out and say it. Max Verstappen is doing the mad thing. Okay, and I hate to say it. Someone's got to say it. Okay, if that's gonna be me, then fine. But he's doing the mad thing, and at this point, let me tell you, I'm confiding in you because you're my brothers and sisters. Yeah, I'm fucking scared right now. Yeah, because if this fucking Mercedes team don't sort their shit out, Charles is not gonna be the guy. Okay, let's get that straight right now.
Oh my god,
Charles
isn't gonna be the guy.
Chuck, you're not that guy. Okay, and it's if Ferrari don't sort out that straight line speed, okay. And if they can't develop the car, what I would say is their car is not developed, whereas Red Bull have developed their car a lot since the start of the season. So there has been improvement. Hopefully Ferrari can improve. But I feel like those Austria races last year where Max Verstappen was just doing a madness, and I was like, I don't know what else is going to happen in this season. So I will give him not star of the day, but I will say well done. You've done a mad thing again. It's very depressing that if he finishes, he is first. Thank God for those early retirements. Okay. I hope you guys have some donkey
You know
days.
what?
Oh.
I'm not about to.
Oh, okay.
Like you, fam. Anyway.
No. One, that's precisely what you do. But two, I am not switching sides.
I didn't switch sides. Do not accuse me of ever switching sides on my own podcast.
Yeah, but you can do it to me. You know what?
That's rude, Nyasha.
Did you not?
See what Mercedes has done to us, but we're arguing. We're arguing
amongst ourselves.
We're just arguing.
Okay, so let's go to our donkeys.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, who's yours?
Oh, you can go first if you want.
Thank you, Tandy.
Go on.
There's so many. I'm gonna go with the Mercedes strategy team.
Well, obviously that was the obvious one.
Oh, do you want me to go for a non-obvious one?
Take turns on. Okay, so you go.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I am not here to say that there's a strategy that could have kept Lewis Hamilton in front of George Russell. Okay, I think let's preface this conversation with that. No matter what happened yesterday, Lewis Hamilton was going to finish behind George Russell once that safety car come out. That is it, right? What we're seeing with Mercedes, though, is a clear breakdown in communication between Lewis Hamilton and Mercedes pit wall at key times. And it doesn't help that these things are being played across the world, right? So if they were kept private, maybe we wouldn't know what these conversations would entail. But it's Lewis Hamilton, they're going to play it. Mercedes for too long now are just running on vibes, right? And I feel like there's been occasions this season where we're struggling as a team being in the midfield. I don't think the driver's struggling. I'm not even going to get into that bullshit about Lewis is struggling in midfield. But the team making reactive calls to situations are not doing it in a timely manner, and they're not doing it in a way that is keeping the driver informed of what is happening. I'll go back to Jeddah and Lewis not coming into the pits. They should have been on that radio, like, there's a car in the pits, get your ass in the pits now. If you don't come in the pits, like, you're gonna be absolutely fucked. They didn't. Lewis doesn't trust them, so he's thinking, if I go in the pits, maybe I'll get a penalty like I did in Monza, and then whatever, like, because the pit lane's closed. We've got a situation, I think, I can't remember what other race this season, was it in Imola? Where Lewis is asking for information over the radio and he's not getting it in a way that is making him confident. And all I'm saying is, I don't care about the result yesterday. The result is the result. But this team if they don't get together, the communication between Lewis and the pit wall, and this whole thing of asking Lewis what he wants to do when he's got minimal information is fucked. This is not a wet weather race. In wet weather, cool. What tires you on? Oh, I think that was it in Imola. Like, what should we come on to slick? Should we do what? In Imola, we should have come into the pits 2 laps earlier than we did. We didn't, and we ended up getting fucked. That's on the team. With all the data, you can see, okay, Ricciardo's doing a madness. Okay, let's bring Lewis in. Or they could have risked it and brought him in the same time as Ricciardo or whatever. Like, let's do something proactive. But they're always reactive. I think asking Lewis what he wants to do in that situation when he's got minimal information is borderline negligence. I'm not going to lie. And for me, I was honestly disgusted at what I saw. And I'm glad that we did the podcast today, because I think yesterday I was pissed that I thought maybe with the 13-second gap, maybe he could have come in and come back out and, you know, maybe been ahead of George, or if he had soft tires, he could have beaten George, but that was never going to happen. Okay. And then, you know, that's fine. And I'm glad we're doing it today when I've got more information, but with the information that we have, I think it's just disgusting, to be honest, to be asking a driver what he wants to do when you're the strategy. And I just think that's madness. And yeah, those are my thoughts. That's my Mercedes strategy team rant. Also, why I guess we'll probably never collaborate with Mercedes, because after the Bottas year and now we're just caning their strategy team. But it needs to be said. Over to you guys. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, I definitely obviously agree. There's no way, because I feel there's a debate of was letting George go ahead of Lewis the right decision in terms of Bottas being directly behind him. Guys, on my grandfather's deathbed, he said, when life gives you lemons, do not allow Valtteri Bottas through. So, you know what I mean? This is where we're at. This is where we're at. What are you reacting to?
Are you being serious?
No, bruh. Shut up. Relax, okay? You know what? It's for the drama in it.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay, cool. Yeah, please,
Yeah.
You're spitting.
I've been having a few nightmares recently, guys. Night terrors, even. You guys been having a few night terrors?
Why? About what, Tandy?
About Mercedes strategy. I woke up, cold sweats, you know, screaming James, screaming Andrew. It's getting dark, you know. Do you know what I mean? It's not nice, is it?
So funny. I shouldn't be laughing.
No, honestly, because it's like every time I see Andrew Chauvelin on the TV, it's like, have you ever watched? You know, like Batman and the Riddler. He's talking in riddles. He's not making sense. He's just saying stuff. He's just throwing stuff at us. It's triggering.
Yeah, no, look.
It's triggering.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, well, last time our problem was this. This time our problem could be overheating. Oh, so that wasn't the problem, but maybe we'll find this.
The team is, Tomi, as described by Tandy, the team is having to balance PR with the truth, I guess. And I think the truth is probably closer to them being in an absolute fucking mess than maybe we realize. For you, I guess, so I know you tweeted out something and which got a reaction. I think I completely agreed with what you said. But thoughts on Mercedes, I guess, in general. What? Because I feel like there's only so many times, I guess, you know, me and Tandy can come on here and just be like peppering Mercedes. To be honest, I think, you know, I think the fans have heard what we think of Mercedes at this point. But like, thoughts, if any, on the pit wall conversation, and then I guess just Mercedes in general and their performance this season.
I think if we look at this, what happened in Miami, I think if we look at it retrospectively, we can see that no matter what happened, George was going to finish in front of Lewis. Whether Lewis came in and put on softs or Lewis stayed out, there was nothing that was going to alter that. I think ultimately the correct choice was to stay on the hard tires because they wouldn't overcook, and then Bottas wouldn't have had a chance of coming at Lewis at the end of the race.
Yeah.
But I think that them not explaining to Lewis efficiently enough caused a state of confusion in Lewis, where he's like, I don't know what's going on. If I pit, am I going to end up 10 places behind? Am I going to end up one place behind?
Yeah.
But you have to understand that these teams make split-second decisions with a shed load of data coming at them all at the same time. They don't have time to be like, Lewis, if we put you on softs, you'll be faster for a moment, but you'll still be behind George by the end of the race because George is on mediums. If we stay out, you're going to be ahead of George, but he's going to overtake you. They haven't got time to explain all that and relay all that message. So to us, it would seem like, oh, like, what are they doing? But I guess in the heat of the moment and whilst you're driving and whilst you're on the pit wall, we have to have some kind of understanding that there's more to it than what we're seeing on TV. We're just watching it and thinking they had hours to tell him, and we're watching the live feed and we're seeing all the cars, we're seeing all the timings. The teams haven't got the data correlated like we're seeing it. Do you know what I'm saying? So although we can all make a decision that we can be like, oh yeah, 40 seconds. Oh yeah, I realized if Lewis pits, he'll be doing this and this will happen. Like they're literally making it split second. So I think there has to be a hint of, leeway given to them. And also the radio communications we're hearing, that's not the full thing, That conversation could have gone on for 10 minutes for all we know. We're just getting a little clip of it. And then the FIA know what they're doing and the directing team know what they're doing. They want to make it appear like there's some kind of drama or something going on. But I think that ultimately Mercedes have had, especially the strategy team, have had an easier life because they have had the opportunity to be more proactive than reactive.
Yeah.
I think that in the past, they've had a car that even if they make a mistake, like I remember once, I think it was in Germany, it was the German Grand Prix, and they were like to Lewis, pit, no, stay out, no, box, no, stay out. And then Lewis was like, what the hell am I supposed to do? And he still managed to get a good result from that race.
Yeah.
But they had a car that could undo all those mistakes. I think now they need to realize that the leeway or the space for mistakes,
margin for error.
The margin for error is minimized so much now that they need to really, really, really get their thinking hats on. But I guess it's what happens. If you're used to winning, you're used to everything working in your direction and working around you. When things aren't working around you, it's going to take some time. So I think you have to understand that there's so many people working, there's so many things going on, more than we realize. We have to literally give them leeway and understand that it's not as easy as it appears to us, especially after the race. I can look through all of the data and I can be like, they could have done this and they could have hit him on lap 14 and then he would have been 10 seconds ahead of this person. But at the end of the day, it's different when it's happening in the time. So yeah, I give them a bit of leeway, but they still need to get their shit together.
No, look, I like that leeway. I like that. And that's
stronger man than me. Stronger man than me.
It is it's not good. It's not good. And you know what it is, yeah? It's just hard, I think a lot of us, and I say us, I guess I mean me, I guess potentially you, Tandy, and maybe you.
Wait, say it and then I'll confirm if I'm in this us.
A lot of us are Lewis fans first, Mercedes fans second.
Yeah.
And it's just hard because we want the best for our driver, and when the team are not delivering the best for our driver, and I think a lot of people, I think I said this at the top of the season, some of you are gonna have to get used to seeing your guy lose, because it's not nice. And I'll tell you, I have been heartbroken in sport before. Like, this is not my first rodeo.
You're used to this. I'm not used to being on the losing team. I'm never on the losing team. This is kind of mad still. Like, it's weird.
Welcome to the losing team.
Yeah, talking shit. Shouldn't have done a podcast with me, mate.
I'm not used to being on the losing team. I'm a winner. I win, and everything I follow wins. So it is quite hard. But however, do you know what I have found comfort from, guys?
What?
Every single driver on that grid, bar one, has one flex. Formula One.
Yeah.
Lewis Hamilton has multiple streams of income. There are people who do the grid walk, who have YouTube channels, who are literally making money from Lewis's pinky, from Lewis's jewelry. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah. Nico
Every
Rosberg.
single Nico Rosberg, your failed YouTube channel. Hold that.
Wait, does he not do YouTube
ev-
anymore?
He just you know when you see these people, they make a little YouTube channel, it might be good, but they just get inconsistent with it. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Life gets in the way.
Life
The
gets in the
uploads ain't
way.
as regular anymore. The thing ain't banging as much
There's
anymore.
not much content you can make which goes past fuck Lewis Hamilton. Do you know what I mean?
I hear that.
Agony on stuff. Do you know what I mean? Man just looks like he's he's sad, isn't it? Like he's not over it. He's unloading his trauma on YouTube.
I hear it.
Yeah.
And that is our thoughts on. Yeah. So you're not used to losing. And
I'm not used to losing.
Yeah.
But yeah, Lewis Hamilton touches down in the States. He comes with his little guitar. We saw him at the airport.
Yeah.
He goes on a real press run, goes and sees all his mates. Meanwhile, all these what they do, they touch down. They're like, "Have you got my hotel sorted?"
Yeah. It's
The itinerary. So what time do I get to the Miami GP? Oh, Lewis went to it. Oh, that's nice. You didn't invite me.
Got some time. Might go down to the beach.
Might go down to the beach. What time's the pool close?
Is there Taco Bell around here?
Certain man are getting excited over a police escort and a helmet, Jimmy. Like, it's the bare minimum. So that is what I take comfort in.
And I hope there's some comfort for you guys out there who do support Lewis. I think it's cool to be frustrated about things, and it's cool to be upset about things. We're all upset. We're all not happy. I think let's not take it out on each other, is what I would say. And just try and be kind to each other. I can't believe I'm having to say be kind on this podcast because we are not that podcast. But be kind to me, basically. Be kind to me and anything affiliated with me. Anything that's got my name on it, be kind to it. But that's neither here nor there.
Should we read our agony on questions?
Yeah, I was gonna.
Okay.
Do you have
Do it your way.
No, I just.
No,
I feel like just two quick more donkeys from either of you. That's all.
Yeah,
that's all.
that's cool. I feel like I'm a bit of a donkey for actually believing the team when they said that something was going to improve on Friday. I feel like I was naive.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, I hear that, and me too.
I'll give myself the donkey.
Fair play.
At this point, do you know what I mean?
I too am a donkey. I thought we were gonna win. I thought we were gonna win.
What? You're so stupid.
Oh boy, you.
Hey yo,
boy.
It's gonna be a long season for you, brother. Bloody hell.
Very, very long.
What you thought?
Friday we were first and fourth. I thought we were gonna win. I was like, look, if we got the pace, okay, cool. We're back. Look, all
it means nothing, fam.
I know.
Nothing at practice. You could be 10 seconds ahead of the field.
How many times have we come on this podcast and we've said practice means nothing? How many times do we have to go through this with you, Nyasha? Okay, I'm sorry that this is a bit of tough loving, but you need to get a grip. Okay, just come to terms with it.
Okay, yeah, no, you're right. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
I'm sorry. Yeah, no, I'll take it.
Hold on. This season with Mercedes performing, you thought that after that practice session, everything was fine.
I thought that, okay, cool, because it's hot, tire issues won't be a problem. There was no porpoising. We were first and fourth. I was like, all we need is a chance. As long as there's a chance, maybe we'll have some red flag safety cars. You know what? I'm the donkey today because I thought, hey, maybe a safety car will benefit Lewis. How wrong I was. So look.
Listen, Lewis was drinking brown last night on Sunday.
Or out of the bottle. He was doing.
He was definitely
Kanye West at the VMA.
Yeah. He was holding it like this.
You know things are bad when you're just drinking Henny in a bottle. But look, this is running on. So let's get to it.
Yeah.
Quick note for Fernando Alonso. You're lucky. We'll discuss you in another pod, but you are moving too mad. Yeah. Mick Schumacher and Sebastian Vettel. Mick. I'm not allowed to talk about Mick, yeah, but he does things which make me want to talk about him. But I'm not going to talk about Mick today because we're running out of time. So let's go How do you want to intro this, Tandy? Oh God. Do you want me to intro it? Do you want to? Yeah.
Go on then.
Right now, look, as you can tell by the fractious relationship that me and Tandy have currently developed on this podcast, things are very tight in the Mercedes world. We're all going through it. Trauma, okay, has been inflicted on us by this Mercedes team, and Tandy thought, as your sister, big, little, whichever way you want to look at her, she wants to help you get through this trauma, and she wants to advise you on how to best live your life whilst riding the glitch. Okay. So we have now got a section which is to be named, called the Tandy Agony Aunt section.
Oh, I like that.
Thanks. Just imagine me looking like the pastor who comes to your church, and I've come all the way from America, and they're introducing me, and I've got my head down, and I'm like, yeah.
Do you do like do you touch people's foot in the name of Jesus? Do you do
name of
do?
Jesus?
Yeah.
Well, I don't bring religion into it.
Oh, okay. But you said
to be fair, certain people just fall down when I come on Twitter anyway.
Brother.
So I hear it.
Gunshots. So, do you want me to just read them out to you and then
go on.
answer it? Mm-hmm. I'm going to send this to you as well, Tomi, and then you can read whichever one that you would like to read out.
All right.
It's going to be the link is in the chat. There you go.
Can't lie, I haven't practiced this one. I'm freestyling it, lad.
The first one. Let's go for a light-hearted one.
Okay.
Team LH, Pierre's Claire. I have poor lung function because I always hold my breath for the duration of the long Merc pit stops. Mm-hmm. Not even a question. That is a statement. Right. What do you suggest that Pierre's Claire does to? I guess maybe how is she going to get through these pit stops, which were improved but still not very quick.
Yeah, Pierre, it feels like you are being cyberbullied by your TV.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I need you to start watching Formula One, maybe not live, so you can fast forward. That's the trick, isn't it? You avoid all the bad bits, and you actually, it's like you taking hold of your own reality. I need you to take a hold of your own reality, Pierre, because that's your issue. You are your own enemy right now.
She's letting in the Formula One.
You are
manage her.
Manage you.
When really
you are the manager of your own life. Fast forward it. There you go. If you can do that on Now TV, on Sky, Virgin. Now TV, you can do that on Sky, Virgin. Yeah.
Love it. Okay, well, there you go. Pierre's Claire, record the F1 and fast forward it. Take control of your own life. Thank you so much for that question.
Thank you so much.
Tomi.
Yes.
Do you have a question for Tandy?
What do I have a question? Or
no, I mean, no. Do you have from one of our listeners? I'm
reading through them now, and I'm not logged in on Twitter here, so it's not giving me the full shebang. But
okay,
that's fine.
Well,
I mean, I don't agree with a lot of these questions. Oh, I like this one from as I ain't reading them. Tarmac Talk Athena wrote, "Feels like we had Turkey 2020, and then it's been hell since. Our guy is doing all the rising, leading, motivating, and encouraging. And the list of people who have made his life hell are all thriving. I don't really understand the purpose of all this in the grand scheme of things, to be honest."
It's true.
Yeah. With that one, I do suggest you burn some candles and you write everyone's name down who's pissed you off.
Oh, yeah. We're not doing anything.
It's not getting weird. It's not getting weird.
No judge on this.
No judge, yeah. And, you just burn that piece of paper. Burn your problems away. It's a metaphorically speaking thing. Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
Do you know what I mean?
Okay.
I'm not encouraging judge on this podcast, guys. But it's just, it's therapeutic.
Yeah.
I say you have a hot bath, you quit living in the past, stop thinking about them olden days, because the thing about them olden day, they're them olden days. You get me? And you know what? Like, how about them Ferraris?
So you're suggesting to change teams?
I'm just saying, how about them?
How about them Ferraris?
How about them Ferraris? Them Ferraris.
Them Ferraris.
Ferrari.
Ferrari.
Guys, I'm here to tell you right now, if anything is proven that karma isn't real, it is the 2022 Formula One season, yeah? Because how Red Bull are thriving, how Formula One is thriving, how everyone other than Lewis Hamilton is thriving is amazing.
I believe in superstition. I'm a superstitious person. And from the time they said that car's called W13, I said, it's over. I said, it's all over. We're done out here.
I didn't even think of that.
I promise you, if they change the name today to W13.5 or WX, they will start thriving.
Not even the X. Don't include the X. Maybe like. Okay, no.
You know what they couldn't do the X, because that's kind of like like Malcolm X, and that's like black liberation. And and they made it silver, so they took all the black off. And made it 13.
And all the other teams are adding black onto their cars. They're adding black.
Taking the black
off. The universe said.
Ancestor said.
Trust me.
Smite.
I don't know, man. I'm a superstitious person. That W13. No one else is rocking with a 13. I'm just saying.
Yeah, no, we should have done like 1.3 or something.
Yeah, or like W. What? Or they should have Roman numerals or something. Yeah.
Like about that.
Or W22 or something.
Yeah.
13. Even I remember someone said, "Wow, yeah, Mercedes are calling their car W13 this year." I was like, "What?" It's like these people wild. Even in some elevators, you don't even have a 13th floor. It just goes straight to 14. I ain't even sure about this.
That's actually great. You know what? Yeah. I didn't even think of that, and that has actually changed my life.
All right, give me one more agony. Let's go.
One more.
Go on.
I'm not going to read that. Profound Yellow, I do like your question, but we've just finished flaming these guys. So, so I'm just going to read something. It's funny. Aristocraft says, listening to Bono tell Lewis that deciding to pit is up to him was so painfully embarrassing. I need to send Mercedes, CC James Vowles, an invoice for emotional distress. Make sure it's nothing short of 7 figures. Okay.
Yeah, okay. I definitely join you in that, and I also say normalize fat shaming the W13 as well, because it's very, very big. It's very heavy. It's heavy.
You're trying to get cancelled. You're trying to get someone's gonna take that clip. I guarantee you, 20 years time, someone's gonna say, take that clip of you saying the clip of you saying normalize the clip of fat shaming the clip. I need to break up so no one does it to me. Someone's gonna take that clip and then say, listen to what this girl said 20 years ago. And because it was so long ago, you're gonna be like, what? To actually say that? You're gonna
How is that terrible?
No, just that sentence.
See,
that sentence.
You lot are sensitive, and that is why Mercedes is smashing your boy.
Smashing
your boy. Because you lot are sensitive.
Okay, you know what? Yeah. Let's keep it in.
Was that so bad? No, guys, I really.
Personally, I know how Formula One Twitter is. Yeah, you make one mistake, they're gonna take the clip of you saying normalize and some other stuff, and then put it together.
There was World War III on F1 Twitter because someone got called Butters, and you wanna.
Well, like when I grew up, I could call you anything I fucking wanted to, bro. Like, why are these people so sensitive? Bro. And they love doing research, bro. I'm like, don't you have lives?
No, bro. So
we need to shame that hunk of metal. It's
it's overweight for sure. It's
overweight.
It's overweight, and for the purposes of. But you know what? You could say she's slim thick because, the side part.
Yeah, because you're making it worse now.
I'm making it worse. I'm making it worse. Guys, I can't say slim thick. Is that?
That's not offensive. Slim thick is offensive.
Okay, you know what?
I thought that was a compliment.
No, you see, that's just how they start Me Too.
Hey, don't bring me into none of this. No.
This is how it starts. All this we thought was okay is actually not okay. So, you know
I'll
what?
say it to the car's face. Big.
Wait, no, but is
I
the
feel
car
like I
actually
want to
overweight
keep
then?
it in.
The car isn't overweight, is it?
The car is overweight.
It is overweight.
The car is overweight.
Then why are they keeping this stupid silver livery, bro? Like,
You
I know
see?
that livery is expensive as well because you have to layer silver to get that metallic look.
I think
Strip the ting, fam.
I think they're saying.
Apparently they've been
Lewis,
stripping it since Imola.
yeah, Lewis has got 2.5 kg of sensors on his car as well, which no one's mentioning. Okay, quickly. I've developed a twitch in my eye. Sometimes, every time there's a safety car on the telly, and it's affecting my marriage. Can Auntie Tandy please help
My
me?
marriage.
In it, like, take your wife out.
Nah, it's
please.
not that deep though. It's not that
Yeah,
deep.
it's
Though.
not that
I think they're
deep.
joking.
It's
I think
really not
they're
that deep.
joking. They're obviously joking.
Okay, but
So-
if Formula One is affecting
Affecting
your
your marriage. Let's say if Formula One's affecting my relationship.
Your marriage,
How do I save my relationship?
you switch off the TV and you take your wife out for a nice meal because is it that deep? Okay, no, let me know.
Honestly, there's more to life than Formula
Yeah,
One.
yeah,
Some of these
yeah.
fans need to actually know that Formula One isn't the be all and end all. There's actually other
Yeah.
stuff. Like I feel some of the fans. Sorry, I'm going off on a tangent. I feel like some of them, honestly, watch the race and all they think about, all they talk about, all like their purpose on life is to watch is to watch the next race. To me, that shit's ridiculous. You need to grow the hell up. You're a grown ass person. You can't be doing this, living from race to race like some race crackhead. You're just like, yeah, I can't wait. I need me some of that Formula One. I need me some of that F1. Like, nah.
I don't got any more of that Formula One.
Bruh. Or if you honestly, every single interaction you have is Formula One, and then you're flaming people for talking about Formula One, or you're flaming the team that you so-called support. Like, it's mad, like, bruh, it's not that deep.
It's not
Bruh,
that
it's
deep.
honestly not that deep, you know.
Some of you
Like,
lot will
I
then
see
go
it.
on Twitter for your next fix, and then if you don't find it, you'll go Reddit, and then you'll go to
Bruh, Reddit.
Oh,
It's even
mate.
those people that go on Reddit. Do you know how sad you have to be to log on to Reddit and start reading? I tried Reddit once, bro. This shit wasn't making sense to me, fam. Like, I don't understand. It looks like it's from 2008. I was like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, it doesn't make sense. But yeah, that's my 2 cents. Some of you lot need to chill.
If
the
you're
F out.
now twitching, you're getting all sweaty, Nyasha, sort it out, please.
What? I've literally just been read to filth. I'm never logging on to Reddit again.
That's why I started laughing because I was like,
Okay.
I'm keeping it 110 with you. Reddit is some dork-ish.
some
man.
dork
For
shit.
real. Reddit. I was on Reddit. I had Reddit. I was like, this is garbage. Like, you know what? I can't lie. Reddit feels like it should be illegal. Like, it feels like the dark
Yes.
web. That's what Reddit feels like to me.
Yes.
Like, going there, I'm like, this seems kind of illegal. Like, this doesn't make sense.
Is this safe? Like,
Yeah, it's
are we
like-
being monitored? Am I talking to a Fed right now?
Trust me, Reddit's wild.
That's what I
man.
think about Reddit.
Yeah.
Reddit's wild.
I need you lot to have a bath, change that vest up that you've been sweating in since practice on Friday,
My God.
and what are you saying? Oh my God!
No, I love it. I love it. I love it. No.
Please, if this applies to you, please
No.
take a shower, okay? Take a shower.
No, he went, bro went, ooh. I'm gonna double check.
God. Oh God.
Go make some tacos. Those lovely tacos that are trending on Twitter right now. Go make some of them. Do a jigsaw. Ozark just came back on Netflix.
Yeah, it was like it just did
Yeah.
come back.
Just dropped.
And if you've got a bit of money saved, maybe renovate your kitchen.
Oh.
There's things to do.
There are things to do.
And
that
then we'll
are...
meet you again next season, innit?
and for me, all I would say is, look, whilst I'm here, whilst I'm here, guys, the snitching has got to stop.
Oh, yes.
The snitching has got to stop. Okay, full stop. I hate having to talk to people like I am your parent, or like I am like in someone who is having to talk to you like I have a platform, and rather than we're all friends, because I love you all. I know we're all friends. If you see us tweet about someone, right, or something, but we haven't tagged them, do not Both of you went so still there. I thought it froze. I was like, no way am I just ranting and this fucking stream is frozen. Please stop tagging people in our tweets, yeah? We want to bust jokes. We want to have a community which is a safe space. I need my own space to be a safe space.
Yeah.
Okay? I need to be able to talk about things and address things without the subject being tagged into it. This is why when we try to get journalists to come on the show, they say yes and then they back out.
They back out.
Okay? There's guests that we could have had for the show, which would have been awesome. And we could have had conversations with them, the type that you're trying to do by tagging them in, that we could have on a show on a black platform and show them like, hey, this is a black platform. We do Formula One and we want to push things forward. We will never be able to push forward if you tag every person that works in Formula One under our posts. It fucks our shit up. Straight up.
We aren't this vigilante group that
and the niggas like the Batman.
Yeah, we aren't like
you won't be stealing my town.
Yeah, we're not here to beat up everyone who you disagree with on Twitter.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Please do not tag us because now we're gonna start blocking. Nyasha's too polite to block. I stay blocking people. I stay blocking. Now I'm gonna start blocking. I don't care if you're a regular follower. I don't care if you engage all the time. I'm gonna block you because you're fucking up my bag.
Yeah.
Straight up. Yeah. We're not rent a black people.
Yeah.
Okay?
Yeah.
Like, stop tagging us in shit and be like, quick stop F1. Have you seen this shit? And it's like the official Sky account, or it's one of Damon Hill's account, or it's fucking. Do you mean? Today we had an incident with someone from another content creator. I had private conversations with that person. Like, I'm not going to go into details of it, but if I have private conversation with that person, to me, that is enough, okay? I've spoken about it with them. Don't then tag them and then start denying their own experiences and whatever and calling them names and demeaning them under my post to the point now where word fucking travels, okay, about us in a good way. I want it to travel in a good way. I don't want it to travel in a way that people are scared to engage with us, because if they come on the show, then people start tagging them and be like, hey, you came on the Freaks of F1 show and you said this, but now you're saying this. Leave them be, bruv. Don't tag me. I'm so pissed off. I can't describe it to you. It fucks my day up today. The snitching in the Twitter. Some of you aren't even on Twitter. You're looking at this, you're reading it, you're listening, you're like, what the fuck is going on? To our Twitter followers.
You have a life.
Yeah, I love you. I love you guys. I love all of you. I love our listeners. I'm sorry to end the podcast like that, but like, I want us to be able to do the things where we come out and we have fan events and we do live shows and we have all this sick shit that we can do for you guys. We can't do that if we're just known as this problematic podcast, which we're not. I mean, maybe we are, okay? But let us do it on our own terms, please, okay? If I want to say some flagrant shit, I'll say it. We pay for these microphones, okay? You haven't. So that's what I've got to say. Guys, what a podcast today. This is either going to go down as a Hall of Fame podcast or a absolute, this is the last one we're doing. But I thought that about the watermelon smiling one, to be honest, and that turned out to be great. So.
Boy, that is hands down one of the best. I remember sat in bed and like watching the previously on Quick Stop F1 and just being like,
I really when I posted that, I was like, this is risky. I was like, this could go two ways right now. But look, guys, we love you. Thank you for rocking with us. Thank you for supporting us. Tomi, thank you for coming on the pod. We appreciate it.
It's a pleasure as always.
Tandy, I just want you to know I love you. I'm sorry if I snapped at you. I'm sorry if I
snap at me.
I don't know. Earlier we had a little argument. I said that you switched sides. You accused me of switching sides though.
I have never switched sides in my life.
Okay,
your life go against me on my own podcast again.
Okay, and that's why I was saying I'm sorry. So I love you. And guys, I love you at home. Make sure you subscribe.
Wait. I would like to shout out a follower named Mo.
Oh, hi Mo.
Hi Mo, yeah. So I put out a tweet where I was looking for an immigration lawyer for my mum. My mum wanted an immigration lawyer.
Oh, right.
Because my mum's the type who'll be like, I'm taking your ass to court.
Ooh.
So yeah, she was looking for an immigration lawyer. Mo was so lovely. He spoke to my mum on the phone. He did ask, is Tandy there? Tandy was not there, unfortunately. But yeah, shout out Mo for being super nice to my mum. And my mum does a lot for the podcast. She actually provides us with our little
Does
Zoom.
Yeah.
Gives us the Zoom account, and she deals with me screaming F's and Jeffs through the walls when I come stay with her. So thanks for being nice to me, man.
Look, always got love for mummy. Thank you so much. Thank you, Mo, as well. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thanks, Mo.
Tandy, any last words?
I'm not saying to ride the glitch.
Last
Don't ride that
words.
glitch. Fuck all that. Fuck everything I said. Don't listen to me, bro. Do you know what I mean? If it's glitching, get a new one. If it's really glitching, turn it off. Do you know what? There's more things on TV. Golf's great.
Golf is great. And
Basketball's all right.
and there you go.
The Gumball is starting next month.
Yeah, in like a few weeks.
There you go. There you go. There's other things, but please stop twitching. Be nice to your wives. Eat something. Take a shower.
And there you go.
Yeah.
That's Tandy. My name is Nyasha Sakatukwa. You've been listening to Quick Stop F1. Remember, keep it on the black stuff.
Keep it on the black stuff.
What kind of podcast is this?
Goodbye.